Hello and welcome to Minecraft. This is Arcadis with episode 1 of TerraFirmaCraft, or TerraFirmaCraft the mod. This took me a little bit of time to actually find a world that worked, but let's just get into it. Okay, as you see, this area has a few trees in it, and I just grabbed these two stones from, I have not enough items on, but it's in recipe mode. I grabbed these two stones off the ground, and if you're not familiar with TerraFirmaCraft, this is how you start your first day, is collecting a bunch of stones. Now, in TerraFirmaCraft, basically, you have to survive without, basically, the goal is to survive, and there's a lot of physics in normal Minecraft that do not apply anymore to the game, such as dirt and pretty much most blocks fall. There is no furnace, there is just basically trees fall with no other mods, and leaves will break like this. If you remove all attached leaf blocks, any others that are not connected to the wood will fall, and they will not drop anything. If you cut down a tree, it will immediately drop all the leaves, and pretty much anything there would be wasted. Just want to get a few sticks, maybe a few saplings, and the ore I have in my inventory, this, is very useful. It's the first starter metal you'll need to survive with. And we have white elm saplings. Not the best, but it'll do. And since there's no furnace and such, you have to create your first fire pit using fire starter and 3 sticks. Now, you don't craft it like normal blocks. What you do is, let's say, I think I'll just be right here. Drop 3 sticks and right click a few times. Now, sometimes you'll waste an entire fire starter and not get it to work once. That's kinda common, so don't worry about it. The mods I'm using are Raise Minimap, TerraFirmaCraft, Backpack mod, and I think that's it. Just want to collect more stones. A good resource to have nearby is actually chickens. In fact, they're one of the best resources you can have around here for food. And I do not mean like killing them and cooking them. No, it's actually better if you just let them do whatever they want, but collect their eggs, as that's almost an infinite food source. Now, it's about noon now. What you want to do is start getting torches. Now, there is no coal in this. There is charcoal, but that'll be later on. You want to get torches and light up the area you're going to be staying in. Now, it's better if you have like a cave or something to live in for a little bit, but I'm going to be somewhat nomadic in this, because this stone is actually one of the best, but I do like basalt, and these trees I don't really care much for. I'm going to be getting that. But let's get our first tool. What we want to do is get some sticks, which I used most of my sticks to, or I used all my sticks to create torches. Cows, they're okay for resources such as leather, but other than that, they're kind of useless. Pigs now drop leather in this mod. Don't really care that I'm destroying extra leaves. Just kind of clearing the area. And there's my first meal. Where it is. There it is. And if you'll notice that the health and hunger / food bar / hydration bar now is different. And I'm actually collecting some of these, which are just natural growing foods. This is squash, I believe, yeah. And while it doesn't heal much, it will heal. It will heal a little bit of this food. Now, eggs, you can no longer right-click to spawn chickens. They're basically just used for food. Right-click for tomato plants to gather their fruits, or left-click to destroy the plant and get the seeds. And I swear I turned off that music. I don't really care much for the music, it's really loud. There it is. Basically, you have all the farm animals around this one area, and I like that a lot. That's why I chose this world. But yeah, the first tool you'll get is going to be a stone tool. Now, these stone tools aren't like what you're used to. It takes a little bit of time to craft them, and you have to actually know the certain combination to actually make the item. If you mess up once, well, that stone is used. If you hold shift click when you're doing that, it will, or when crafting it, like this, it won't throw the rock, but that's doesn't really matter to me as much anyway. Now, yeah, it's going out. I don't like that flickering thing, but who cares? When you basically get this, you don't need 2 sticks anymore, you just need 1, which I find is a little useful. And let's go cut down some of these birch trees. Now, there's a lot of different types of trees, and yes, the cutting time is terribly slow. This mod really implements a very time-consuming yeah, it's just very time-consuming, let's just say that. There is no stone pick, and you cannot do any mining without a stone pick. You can't break the stone with your hands, which in real life you probably couldn't have done that anyway. So basically you're stuck. You have to have tools to cut down trees, but you could still dig dirt. For now, I'm going to have to try to find something. I would just have a small little shelter here, which I actually might do anyway. Normally wouldn't do this because I kind of would prefer to move around. But first day is first day. Actually, I didn't want that. I'll leave it. Doesn't matter to me. Okay, if you hold shift click, you can put some of this down, and I forget, yeah, it still works like that. I thought they changed that, but yeah, if you hold shift click, you can use up only one log to create a log pile, which is useful for storing wood, but in my case, I really just need to have some wood to do that. I'm actually going to need to cut down 2 trees. Now this is terribly dangerous because the mobs can really deal, I think they can 6-hit you now. And as you level, I think you get more health. I can't remember if that was already implemented or if that's waiting to implement. And I forgot to put my timer on, so this first episode is going to be maybe a little bit short. And yeah, creepers, they don't kill you instantly because I don't know if the explosion damage is actually implemented correctly yet. Yep, just gotta lure him around. Hi, hello. Don't mind me. Yep, don't bother me. And that should be good. And as you see, the fire went out. And yep. You have to use logs and such to maintain the fire. And probably the most dangerous thing to me right now is a spider. Even then, the first weapon you want is a javelin, and since the last update, javelins have been really become underpowered, so be warned of that. Though they're still good as a first use weapon. And probably the best first food you'll get is this. It takes time to actually cook this. It's no longer like a smelting or anything. You have to wait for the stages of warming. Now, I am going to have to cut this video here just because I don't know what the time is. And I will be back with episode 2 or a second half of this. Have a good day, and see you on the next episode.